Moo and good evening. Welcome to the Pinktron. I'm Craig Martin. I am currently drinking a Trailway Ooze, which it seems pretty good. It's a double IPA strong beer, and I'm enjoying it. I'm
I
joined
gotta see. I
tonight
gotta see
by
the
Steph
label though.
Etienne from the, I think, a hotel room.
Yeah, I'm not in my house. I'm on a mini bike trip at the moment. Just it's my first day today in my hotel for a couple of days. I'm near the tri point of Belgium, Luxembourg, and Germany. I'm just having, because I'm in a hotel room, I'm just having some water from in my water bottle. So
Nice. So we're also joined by John Keenan. John, what are you drinking?
I just made a lovely little decaf espresso out of the fancy machine sitting on the kitchen counter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, this week, as far as espresso, you're not going to want a decaf with Herd Summer Racing League this week because you want to
Amen.
be right on top of it, right out of the gate. It is a very short, very fast time trial with Macaron. I think it's rough. It says 3 kilometers in. So I think the route is 2.6 kilometers. Is there a 400-meter lead into this or something? I'm a little.
Or is that rounding? It looks like 2.6 on the little map underneath.
Yeah, it does.
yeah,
So I think it's 2.6.
yeah, maybe on Swift Power it might be just rounding it
Well,
up or rounding
there's
it down.
yeah, it says 2.6 in some places in Zwift Power and 3 in others. So I'm not even sure. But in any case, it's short and it's fast, and you're looking between yeah, just under three. Was it just, yeah, 3 minutes, 20 seconds, 3:15. Yeah, 3:15 is the fastest we've seen in race one. And the D winner was 3:41. So there's some interesting jumbles where, the fastest Bs are actually faster than the fastest As, and the fastest C's are, kind of mid pack in the B's and so on and so forth. So this is a shorter time period than we categorize on for most people. Yeah, kind of a little bit interesting.
3 4 minute effort, that's proper VO2 max, and yeah, that's can be
Good
your
fun.
standard. Yeah, it's good fun. it, or horrible if you want to look at it. But yeah, it's you can't really. Uh, yeah, it's difficult to place it in the A to D old categories. There will be some kind of logic. The average probably you will see a trickle down, but yeah, you can have some faster C's that beat B's or B's that beat A's or whatever. So yeah, and then you have the people don't try and you end up slower than the slowest D or but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a difficult, I would say, difficult to pace, but you don't really pace it. You just probably go
Oh,
hard.
I disagree. There's a whole lot of pacing in this because you can go a lot faster than how fast you can go for this distance.
It's not a sprint. Yeah,
No.
I think it was a hard one. I had to iterate using what Swifter bikes, and then looking at my power curve and then replugging in the new power and Swifter bikes and sort of iterating and figuring out, okay, I should probably go around 300 watts. And I did. I went to, what did I do? Lost my train of thought.
You
292.
average 292.
Yeah, 289 net power, which I don't, anyway.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
were
so
289 normalized, and
normalized.
so the normalized didn't work right because your average power is actually higher than your normalized power, and that's not
Yeah.
supposed to happen. But it's
No,
happened for a
normalized
bunch of
is
people, so I think
just where they
yeah,
throw
this
out
has
low
broken it.
efforts. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
kind
I
of
think
hit the
it's.
target.
I think with shorter effort, it sometimes or shorter race, it tends to buck out the average, and the normalized power on Zwift power doesn't know what to do with it
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
sometimes.
I mean, some of it might be that we don't have the fit files. We're still on green lightning bolts. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
normalized power might work better after it has the fit files, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, there is a bit of meant by pacing. You still want to probably find, like John said, find some kind of power you wanted to aim at and keep it at that or because
Yeah. Or really, you're looking at you want to find a certain level of, I don't quite want to kill myself pain and hold it there.
yeah, yeah, I was about to say you want to push it, but you need to find that balance. Which power can I smash it, but can keep it for the entire three minutes and don't blow up after the two
Yeah.
minutes or something like that. That think, oh God,
But you're in the pens and your heart rate's, slightly above resting heart rate. And so that I found challenging, right? You want to go hard at the beginning, get up to speed, but your heart rate's lagging, but the power didn't feel like it was there for a good, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds.
Yep.
Um, yeah, it's a very interesting race. And then, right, there's that point where I don't even think I really looked up much other than I saw that I was like 800 meters from the end, and I thought, okay, that I just got to give it everything I've got left now. And yeah, I think I'd like to race it again and actually maybe pay attention to it a little more.
Well,
Might
so
be
here's the good
interesting.
news. You can all month
That's right,
because
all
it's
month.
not only the HSRL route this week, it's also the Stampede Challenge route for this month. So,
Yeah.
yeah, and even though it's a very short route, there is some. Yeah, I wouldn't say there's that much elevation, but I know for a fact there are a couple of bunks, and especially you enter that sprinters, the one of the cobble sprints you ent
Yep.
there, but I know from that side it drags a bit when you go into sprinter. There's a little kicker. It's not that huge. I think maybe 4 or 5%, but I know it drags a bit till the finish line. So, which is always difficult if you want to push it till the end, but then you get a draggy bit at the end.
Yeah. I mean, I was standing up by that point anyway. So
Yeah,
yeah, it was fun. I wasn't looking forward to it, as I think many people were not based on the chat, although there were a couple people that seemed oblivious, like, wait, what are we doing here? Like, is this
I
multiple
don't know.
laps? No, no, one lap, guy.
well, and that's actually, you can't do multiple laps on that route. So,
Right, right.
yeah,
It's just not configured that way.
no,
Yeah,
yeah. So, anyway, good fun.
and
It's
and
a,
and
it is a
even
hurt
if you want to
fest.
do and even if you want to do it, it's like a 9K, a 6 or 9K loop. If you
Mm,
if you on the loop because you end up on the T junction, then you have to go technically left and then again left to do and again a couple of times left. So there are a couple of junctions where you can go where Zwift can do all kinds of stuff and send you the wrong way. So
Yeah.
no,
So
not the best.
after a point-to-point route is done, usually Zwift will send you completely randomly one way or the other. So in a race or group ride, half will go this way, half will go that way.
Yeah,
So
I've seen that in group rides for
yeah,
sure.
so that yeah, that would be extremely interesting.
Yeah, we know from a fact or for where we thought, oh, the I think this night's one of the can't remember the route. One of the France route, new France routes that ends up on Petit KM, like a 20K loop, which and starts at the mini. You think, oh, we can do laps of it because if you go from Petit KM, it's only if you take the the right turn down the down Van Top descent, you can loop it. But it seems to more than percentage wise, it tends to send you up Van Top, which isn't helpful in that regard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, as I said, I'm not in my house. I'm on a holiday. I'm doing a couple of cycle uh, day cycling. So probably HSRL isn't for this weekend. Isn't in the cards. We'll probably do. We'll try to do Stampede after I get back. Although I'm not looking forward to it. Maybe we're discussing earlier if I can connect to Zwift and use my power meter and find a climb up somewhere up here and ignore Zwift and just go full out on the hill for 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 3 minutes. Maybe I can do it. I don't know. I don't know how it would work because on Zwift it's a flat route and you're uphill.
The
Probably.
nicest thing about it is it's only 4 minutes stuff, and then it's done and dusted, and
Yep.
you do whatever you want for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Well, what have I got
So
here? We've got so I don't know what I'm going to do with this one actually when I think about it. So I am definitely going to miss one, two, yeah, I'm going to miss 3 weeks of this HSRL
Oof.
season. So that means I am not in it for an individual.
For the GC, yeah.
Yeah. So I might have to kind of think about what I can do to help the herd for team the most to
Mm,
fight this whole ATP menace.
the menace. Yeah, how did
Yeah.
ATP do in race one?
Because
I didn't look.
I'm planning on traveling for a BMX race next week. So I'm gonna miss Libby Hill, which is unfortunate. I like that course.
Yeah, that's a nice course. I like that
It's
one a lot.
for an HSRL format, it is insanely hard, but it is a nice course.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, then I'm gonna miss Canopies and Coastlines and Downtown Dolphin, I think. Definitely
Oh,
Downtown Dolphin because that's the weekend of Canadian Championships, and I think I'm already going to be gone the week before. So, yep.
well, then you have to decide, are you really going to do the Alp as the kicker at the end as your
Yeah, I
race?
think I am.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
at that point, I'm already done Canadian Championships, so there's no reason not to pound myself.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
let's give her a show.
Ha.
See what I
I
can
haven't
do
rid
with no endurance training.
Yeah, I have not ridden the Alp really since I started really racing. That might be interesting. I was thinking, oh, I'll skip that, but maybe I should, yeah, maybe I should
Oh,
keep it
you
on
should
the
do it.
list.
You should absolutely
Yeah.
do it. It's a yeah, no, a long climb is a real kind of truth in road biking, right?
Well, I love the Epic and I like Innsbruck and the
Yeah,
radio
yeah.
tower is
Those
not the
those are those nice
worst.
20-minute
So
climbs that you can hit
yeah,
hard. Yeah.
yeah. The
So
I
that
I
hour-long climb is a little harder.
Yeah, I did the Oticom on the hill climb challenge thing, which is
Yep.
nice. You can sort of do it on demand whenever you want. I think it was like an hour and a half. I ended up taking a couple breaks because I forgot things, but um, yeah, that might be interesting. I'm looking at I'm coming up on my 300th race soon,
Ooh, nice.
so
Yeah.
that will be
E-
exciting.
Even if you don't have really racing it in terms of, well, I was about to say looking at other competitors, but see, it's the Alps, so you're basically racing yourself
Yeah.
anyways. It's just
Oh yeah,
it's just a very long hill climb time trial.
yeah. I don't
Yeah.
even
I
have
mean,
a
it,
segment time
I'll,
in
I'll say there
Swift hour.
is an element of when you have a bunch of people that you have been racing on one of
Oh,
those long climbs together. There
mm-hmm.
is an element that makes you push harder than you might otherwise. Um,
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. If you're close to people or you're
yeah.
during the race are within, I would say, plus minus 10, 15 seconds each way before, in front of you or behind you, there is technically still a race because you're still gonna push it or
Oh,
at the end or
Steph, no,
whatever.
no, no. If they're a minute ahead of you, there is still a race. They can blow up. If you're a minute
Yeah.
ahead of
Oh
someone, you
yeah.
can blow up. It
In an
is,
True,
hour,
true,
15
yeah,
hour,
true,
20-minute race. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
true, true.
yeah. No, that's a great race. Um, yeah, that's true. And that's we used to run the herd used to run the Alp Dash. So we used to run a
Hmm.
race on the Alp every week. And we had some fans of that race that did it every
Yeah,
week for sure.
yeah, definitely a classic.
Was it something like how now? Well, it's up the up, but I assume it's was still with the categories and with HSRL style, some intervals between categories. So
No,
the start.
no,
Oh,
I think on that
oh,
one everybody started together, if I remember
okay.
correctly. Um,
Okay.
no, you're right. The D's started first, but it was
Yeah, it was.
just so. But that is what turned into the herd of mountain goats when we moved it to rotating between different climbs.
Yeah.
Probably jumping ahead in the schedule too much, but if it's HSRL, are each of the turns segments?
No, they aren't.
No,
So the
No,
Alp
that
is a
it's a
segment.
different thing.
Yeah. So there's
the
only one
Entire
entire.
segment.
segment.
It's the Alp.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
So you
very
start in the
unlikely
pens, you
that
ride down the
someone,
hill and
yeah. So, I mean, there
okay.
is a bunch of time before you get to the Alp segment,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it is unlikely that
Well,
the
5 minutes
order is going
or
to change
something.
much based on the Alp segment
Yeah.
versus the finish at the top.
Yeah, I think it's 5 minutes. So if
Yeah.
maybe you can push it on the jungle, there's a bit of a kicker riser, but even then,
No, it's mostly if you were able to drop somebody, it's
yeah,
possible that they could climb faster. And
true.
if they didn't have the group through the descent at all,
Mm.
yeah, it's possible that they could climb faster and not win. But yeah, other than that, I don't think it's really all about the climb. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
yeah,
not to jump
yeah,
forward too far.
Yeah, so we've completely jumped the gun here. What I just realized is I have no idea what Herd Summer Racing League is on here, or not Herd Summer
uh,
Race, Herd Beginner Racing. We are on Douce
melody.
France. Yes,
Yes, I was going to say Deuce France.
that's a interesting race course.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say as a race course for a scratch race, I like RGV better.
yeah, because with Douce France you have the rollers, the intestines at the front, so it's
Yeah.
basically
Yeah, so it's the roller,
Yeah,
the Les Intestines
so,
first, then
yeah,
then the aqueduct, and then completely
a
flat.
really long.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Douce France. It's survived those intestines. If people want to push it, those first few kilometers, I don't know how HBR races are run on that, but yeah, RGV is definitely more interesting with having those intestines near the end. So if you're not a good sprinter, or you consider yourself less as a sprinter, you still have the rollers. I think the last one ends at like a kilometer, and then it's downhill. You might try to push it or break the group up or do something in those rollers rather
Yeah, so I've
than
seen some attacks with in the last 5K work.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I don't think I've actually ever seen that on Douce France. Um,
Yeah, it's
so
just too far. It's just too
yeah,
far. Aqueduct is yielding as there are a couple of,
yeah,
I say flat, there are a couple of things, bumps, but not really. You have to be really strong to go on one of those and stake it, or like Steve, if you want to sprint it, try to surprise them and go a K or something from the finish. But even then,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
really
because I
difficult.
think yeah, that it's just so hard. Um, Now I will say on the other hand, for herd beginner racing, this is kind of manipulating the race to finish in bunch sprints.
Yeah,
And, that's the way many races finish, whether it's
yeah,
a big bunch sprint or, a bunch of little bunches. Often
yeah,
you usually have some groups finishing together in a sprint. So I can see this as a good course as an exercise for herd beginner racing. So not a bad
yeah.
course to pick for this uh, for this series at all. So anyway, so that's herd beginner racing. We already mentioned the Stampede Challenge is Macaron, the same route as HSRL for this week, and that for the Stampede Challenge, it is the fastest time that you set through the month, and your times in the Herd Summer Racing League count for that as well. So that's a fun little wrinkle we've added for this. Um,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, I'm having them, and currently for this month we will see if we mm, potentially one of that the our monthly challenge is on the public calendar. Maybe not. We will see, but it definitely has its effect because the numbers definitely the exposure on the public calendar. You can see, yeah, that good number of sign-ups per race and finishes per race. I've seen on the our challenge in on Swift Power. There are quite a few per category, I think. And I looked
yeah.
at the
So right
C's.
now right now total, Steph, I've got 145 results.
Yeah, I was about to say. I
And
think
that is not counting today's HSRL.
yeah, I think the
Oh, wow.
C's.
Nice.
Yeah, I think the C's were. I think that were the C's. There were up to 3 pages, so between 40 and 50, 60 people.
Yeah, we're at
Uh,
57 Cs right now.
yeah,
So that's pretty good. To me, this is a success already. So I'm happy with this. We'll see what latitude Zwift gives us in the future to take these time slots and rotate them through different things through the months. So I think that's what we'll try and do. But for now, as for Macaron in the Stampede Challenge, I think this is looking pretty good. So that is herd racing for the week. Other than, sorry, give me 1 second. We have The TTT route for this coming week is canopies and coastlines. So that is a route that will be on HSRL later in the season. So if you want to do a nice get out with some buddies and do a nice recce ride, you can do that on canopies and coastlines. TTT, see Lisa Jones's sign up sheet that is in the featured or pinned post, however it appears for you in Facebook.
Interesting TTT course, Titans Grove, and then the
Yeah.
south coastline. So definitely not flat. Some pacing.
Yeah, it's not
Also
flat, but
interesting.
there's no long climbs either. Like I think this
No,
is a good TTT because
yeah,
you're going to take some skill to
yeah, and
get
Titan,
over Titans Grove together.
yeah, not only the climb, but the entire section with the rollers and stuff, because
Yep.
having the yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah
you need
for
to ride
for
well to get through Titans Grove together, and then you've got yeah, out to the desert roundabout and then across the whole southern coast. So yeah, that looks like a pretty fun TTT actually.
yeah for HSRL, it's also nice. I think yeah, you have Titans Grove, and then three or four, depending. Can't remember where it's
Yeah,
actually.
Titans
Which
Grove
I know,
and
I know it's finished at one of the sprints, but I don't know
yeah, so it's
which
four
one.
sprints. It's Woodland,
Uh,
Sasquatch, Acropolis, and it
okay,
finishes on Stoneway. Yeah.
okay, that's all. Yeah, that's also a good HSRL course.
Yeah,
It,
that's really interesting. Yeah. I'm sorry I'm going to miss that because I'm pretty sure I am.
Mhm.
Okay.
well, you said for that.
So moving on, we have the news. So what have we got here? We have an update. So Zwift update version 1.93 was released this week. So there's some new options on the HUD and a route badge indicator to show whether you already have that badge or not when you're riding a route. Looks like there might be a few new route badges, but we're not sure what the routes are.
Yeah,
And
yeah, and the last one
yeah,
is a side panel with your critical power. I think the 5 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, and 60 minutes, or something like that, on showing on the left side where the sprints are. And yeah, for interesting, I know I said it in our P chat. It's bit copying sort of social Swift, where you have that option to select
yeah,
data fields as well. But yeah, and it seems from what if you do I don't think there's a apparently there's not a preference to set it when it's at the start of every every uh, every ride you do. You have to manually select it with one of the options, just like you did with splits or something like that. But if you do the splits, it will go above those stats, rider stats, so it doesn't replace it. It just fixes itself in on the left side for people that are interested in maybe they do a ride and they want to keep a track of certain efforts during that ride, or focusing on certain efforts. I don't know. Can be useful. Can be.
yeah. I think to me, I don't think it's useful. I think it's fun.
It's fun. It's yeah.
Yeah.
It's
To me,
Does
the
this
ride stats panel, as they're calling this, I think that's a fun thing. I don't think it's anything much else.
Does
It could.
this solve the problem of when you're in a race, and if you call that your lap, like if you hit the lap button once you finish, you can capture all your race data and then ignore all your cooldown data. I wonder if it maybe.
I don't know. That's not a
No,
problem for me.
the rider stats are doing the rider stats are just your at certain efforts, like a 60-minute effort in your best during that ride for a certain period. For the lap bottom, you can do it in a race if you wanna do the race, and when you go to cooldown
You hit the lap
in the
button
same
again.
event,
Yeah.
or you can click your lap button and have that data split, and it will probably show up as a different lap, I think, on Strava under the analysis if you have paid for it.
Hmm.
Or intervals. I don't know if they do. Interval doesn't really do laps. That's, I think.
Not really. You can set up whatever you can do whatever you want in intervals. It's highly
Yeah.
customizable.
You can
But
Yeah.
do sections. Yeah.
yeah. So the other things I think so the in-game HUD metrics that they've added. So core temperature, if you want to get a core temperature sensor, so that's just a thing you have to buy. If you've already bought that, now you can hook it in and see it in Zwift. Um, I I have my doubts on whether that's super useful for most of us, but it's there. So in there is also heat strain index. I think that likely needs that same core temperature. So it's just
Yeah,
another
it's
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
So then you've got weighted power, which is just it's a measure like the normalized power in Zwift Power on basically how hard have you worked. Um,
yeah.
yeah,
But it isn't exactly normalized power because then it come down.
it's not normalized power, but it's supposed to indicate a similar thing. It's just a different formula.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
I know
yeah,
it from Garmin because you see
yeah,
it in my Garmin stats. They have two stats for it, so it can be useful just like the normalized. It
yeah.
can be interesting string for because some people find the average power interesting in races, but this is more, I think, if you really want to see how you're doing, because the average does the average thing, and especially if you do a climbing race or with lots of ups and downs, it's not really relevant because you have the downhills
Yeah.
tanking your average power, but on the weighted power, it will take account of for that. So
Yep.
yeah,
And the other thing is left-right power balance. And there's some limitations on that. Depends on what source you have on whether Zwift will take in its left-right data or not, and what
yeah, you
protocol and
basically
standard your source uses to give left-right power. But
yeah, you basically
yeah, I think for most of us, most of the time, there's not a lot of utility in that. But
yeah,
yeah, I can see that being very useful for people doing rehab or coming back from an injury and working on something,
yeah,
form wise. No, so
yeah,
I definitely see the utility in this. I think this is a good thing to add, but it's not a game changer for most of us most of the time.
yeah, and I think it's also semi niche because you have to have third party. Basically, you have to have power pedals, one on each side, rather than the standard for most people that just have a trainer. It picks the power from the trainer, but some people,
Yeah.
especially in the, I would say semi niche, but usually the A's and the A pluses still have to dual record for their races, so they have to have some kind of third party the power source anyways. But yeah, it can be useful for
I think
people that want it.
lots of people have power meters nowadays, and that's fine. It doesn't matter how fast or slow you are. If you want to train and get data, then go ahead and buy a power meter.
Especially if you're coming back, like you say, coming back from an injury, that could be really great.
Honestly, I actually found when I first started training with the dual-sided power meter, there was a big difference. And I did some form work, and it did help. Not only in road biking, it helped me in BMX actually when I fixed that little hitch in my in my pedal stroke. So there is a lot of data there, but it's not. I don't know how useful it is to have live while you're on Zwift, unless you are specifically you have analyzed, that you tend to one side or the other, and you're working on form, and then you see it start to drift, and then you start thinking about form more. So I think that is the use case.
Yeah, you can course correct it in live. Yeah, I have a power meter as well, but on my road bike, but it's in the bottom bracket, so no dual sided. So, but yeah, I can see it as it's used for certain people.
Yeah, well, I'm excited about the new routes. I don't know where they are. Or one of them's hilly, one of them's flat.
Yeah, we don't know anything about them. There's a potential. There's potentially 4 more routes. We don't know what they are, whether they involve new roads or not. So there's 4 more. There's 4 more badges. We think they're route badges because they appear with the route badges. But
it's got to be France or Paris.
Likely to be in France. Yeah,
maybe Paris
or Paris.
It'd be great if they had another route in Paris.
Yeah,
another chunk of road, but given the Tour de France and everything they're releasing, it's always good.
Yep. So anyway, that's that, and good fun. So we absolutely did not prepare anything for Around the Horn. So
for some extra news for the people that are interested in it, you can have the big spin headphones, over-the-ear headphones, if you want to use them.
Yes, I forgot to talk about that one. Yes, the was it H2O Audio and Zwift have collaborated on Zwift branded headphones. Yeah,
it's not a Zwift product. It's not. You can buy it on the Zwift shop, but it's Zwift branded.
Yeah,
from exterior, from a third party.
And they are, let me say, not cheap.
250 USD or probably euros as well. The wings, although I would say the wings with, but it's a third party, so I don't know.
Yeah, but so I guess it's saying available for 250 USD. 350 Canadian dollars. I don't know. Steph, you can go check and see what it is in euros if you want. But it's not cheap.
It's going to be close to the 250 because the euro and the dollar are
pretty close. Yeah,
around 1 to 1. It's not exactly, but it's close. Close enough.
You can get some nice headphones for that money.
Well, I think these are nice headphones. Yeah, so H2O Audio makes nice headphones. They claim to be 100% sweat proof and with active noise cancellation. So
got it.
These are nice headphones. Should they work the way they're claimed to work? And they are priced like really nice headphones. And so, yeah, that's that. They're not on my shopping list.
No.
What was I about to say? it would be interesting, but I wouldn't really use them for Zwift or riding. But and then again, if you want to use them outdoor, they're brightly colored orange with a Zwift Zwift logo on it. So,
Yeah.
so no one use them outside. But the noise canceling is nice, but I can't really think myself. I said it in the chat for riding a bike, having over earphones. I use them on now because I'm in the hotel room. For bone conducting headphones, I use have earbuds, but yeah, the bone conducting is much more useful because I have my ears open for traffic because I use them also for outdoors rides.
Yep.
So much better. Well, for Round the Horn, I do have a bit of a screed. After I finished the race today, I thought I'll just go join one of the pace bots to cool down. And I still don't understand Zwift's. Like they've got an A bot. Okay. I guess the A riders need a bot. They've got two B bots. And there's like 4 people with each of them. And then the C bots are like they're still pretty far apart. Like one was like a little faster than I wanted to go, and one was way too slow. So I was like, well, I don't want to do either of those. Like, can we have like a whole bunch of C and D bots and maybe a B and an A for the people who want to, push themselves? But I still don't quite understand the spacing of the bots.
Yeah. So
And the
I'll
power
argue
rankings.
with you a little bit.
Yeah.
So we do have several D bots now because there's Miguel and Taylor, and
Yeah.
you've got
This was
1.1 and 1.5 and
right.
1.8 and 2.1 or
I
2.2,
think
whatever it
I
is.
could have jumped over to Watopia from France, and there would have
Yeah.
been a different set of bots with different
Yeah.
ranges.
Yeah. So that is some of it is not every bot level is in France.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
So there's lots of D levels. Because then you've got C, it's Coco, and I can't remember the other one.
Miguel.
Miguel. I thought Miguel was
No,
a high level D. Yeah.
Miguel, Miguel is the
Yeah. Miguel is a D. Miguel's
I
1.8, I
think
think.
yeah I think it's either Miguel or Maria is the highest D, the other one the second one, and I think then it's Bernie and then one other I think for the Ds, and then I know Coco and the rest I don't know because I'm not
Yeah.
fast enough.
So I just looked it up. So we've got Taylor at 1.1, Bernie at 1.5, Miguel 1.8, Maria 2.2, Coco
Maria.
2.6, Yumi 2.9, Jacques 3.2, Jeannie 3.7, and Constance at 4.2. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's usually between 0.3 and 0.5 watt per kilo difference, and that can be, like I said, can be quite different. I noticed that sometimes when I want to do a workout or whatever with the pace bots, and you try to hop and you want to stick in a certain zone, but it's one bot is just too slow for it, and the other bot is too high for it.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, to be fair, if I was going to do a real workout, I would have, just got on like the Zwift carbon bike and gone with the slower bot
Yeah, you can do that as
Yeah.
well.
yeah,
So I would say
Like
most
John
of the
said.
time that I'm riding with the pace bots, if I'm in between like that, I just select the lower one.
yeah,
And because I'm not really trying to hit, if I'm trying to hit a super specific power, I use erg mode because
Yeah, true.
that's how you do that. That's the tool in Zwift for that.
So
Yeah,
how do you
no.
do that on just a free ride? Can you erg mode on a free ride? I haven't.
So you can you can be riding on a free ride and just start a workout. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So you just,
pick a
go into your
workout.
menu, hit
Right,
workout, choose whatever workout you want and start it.
right.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and people just have set up. You can set up what because sometimes I want to do a specific world that isn't in game and just have a 10-second workout. Just I can select a route in
Oh,
that world and just free ride it if I want to. But you can, I know people have done it for you. They have set like, I don't know, a 3 hour zone 2 workout and just do that and select that and ride for as long as they want for that on zone 2 if they want to do a 2 hour
yeah,
zone. So
I've
to
built a
write it,
workout.
just select the select the three hour custom zone 2 workout and just do 2 hour of it. Yeah, that's the best way. But sometimes you wanna do zone 2, like you said, not specifically around the target you want to be, but want to be with a baseball because you have to draft and you have other people around you for whatever reason. And sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think, yeah, one of my favorite right now is, yeah, basically 2 minute zone five, 2 minute zone one, repeat 4 times, a couple minutes break, and then do it again.
So
So
would you call that a VO2 max workout more than?
100%. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
There's a X by 5 minute effort workout. Yeah.
yeah. So, well, so that's, yeah, it's basically 2 minutes at probably, yeah, my at my 4 to 5 minute pace
Hmm.
and repeat it a bunch of times.
Right.
Yeah.
As many as you can.
No, so I usually do eight. So
Oh,
8 times 2 minutes. So 16 minutes is a pretty solid workout of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Doable, but hard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, because
And
you do it for
there's days where I fail on the second set of four,
yeah.
Okay.
depending on my
Yeah.
condition that day. Yeah.
Fatigue and all of
Yep.
the various.
But if I'm riding a day where I want to add a little bit of quality, that's usually what I do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's solid because you're at that 4 or 5 minute power, which you can do repeated 2 minute effort because
Yep.
it's it's lower than your intensity you would have for a full two 2 minute effort. It's way higher. So yeah.
Yep. So yeah. Anyway,
Still working on the DD hat. I have the Col de Madeleine to finish. Got to get that
oh,
hat out.
actually, here let's reopen an old segment. What Zwift has done to annoy me this week.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
the DD kit looks identical to the herd
it
racing kit.
does. I see people in it all the time.
Yep.
It's so confusing.
Yeah. So anyway, that's a definite annoyance to me.
Yeah.
And the herd committee in general because that no there has been talks about checking with potentially with Swift or because it is indeed too that similar. It's a bit frustrating, like you said, Craig, that you have.
Yeah. So for
I
those
wasn't
that
going for the kit,
yeah,
just
so
the hat.
for those that don't know, and if you own the herd racing kit in real life, you might realize this. The herd racing kit in game doesn't look exactly like the herd racing kit in real life. Zwift forced Corey to make a change to it, and that change has made it look identical to this subsequent DD kit,
Hmm.
and that is fairly annoying. So anyway, yeah, I'm not happy with that one, but you know, that
That
was
was
years ago.
actually
We'll
yeah.
we'll see what happens, but yeah.
I can't really have anything about what the noise myth is with, because I think my last Swift ride was on more than 2 weeks ago on 2nd of July, because I've been riding mostly if I ride outdoors because it's good weather. So as expected, a bit.
No, it's fine. It's a pretty minor thing actually, as far as things
Yeah.
go. But it's just one of those little things that makes you a little bit annoyed. So anyway,
I cannot.
that's that. Unless
Yeah,
somebody has other business to bring up, I think we're getting close to the end. Stef, John?
yeah, yep. No,
I think it's
nothing to
good.
add.
Yeah, good stuff. So everybody have fun. Go out and hammer Macaron for Herd Summer Racing League and double count that for your Stampede Challenge. Or go out and do Douce France for Herd Beginner Racing. That or any other racing you do, good luck this week. Moo and good night.